Hey everyone, thanks for stopping by the Captain's Writing Room. As you can see, I've been pretty busy here the last couple of days, reading up and kind of beginning to assemble some of the parts together for the Romulan bird of prey. Let's go in and take a closer look at a couple of these pieces. First off, by the way, the instructions are just kind of an exploded view, so you basically got to decide, okay, what's your best move. I kind of treated it like sub-assemblies, you know, the warp engines, the pylons, the little, I guess, fin that goes in the back. I'm leaving these two pieces for a reason, and I'll show you those in a couple of moments. But I washed the parts off, and I cut them off the sprue, and I sanded them down a little bit, and that kind of thing. Like I said, wash them off, and then I kind of put them together, and my plan is to let these dry and then go over these seams once they're nice and dry as a solid part, because basically everything is in halves. This was in a half, you know, these pylons are in a half, and this wing is in a half. So basically you glue them all together and go and then go from there. So it was better, I think, to kind of, at least my technique is to glue them together, and then once they dry good, then, you know, sand an even edge all the way around them. On these seams. I don't know if we can see them here, but see, like this seam here, I'm just going to let this dry, and then I'll have a nice even seam that I can sand down, and any excess glue that seeps out, I can sand it off and file it down and make it nice and round. One thing while I have these nacelles that I really didn't like, I didn't even realize it, but there's no end caps to them. They're kind of empty, so I don't know what I'm going to do with that. I'll probably put a piece of styrene or something, or you know, from the kit, and just kind of put it in there to maybe block that off. I'm not sure yet. I don't know that it's a big deal, just based on where I'm going to display the model, but if I was lighting this or something, that would be a nightmare, because I have this giant gaping hole that goes right down into the center of the nacelle, as you can see. So that's kind of not cool, but we'll go from there. Let me do a little closer view here of the main body. I want to show you a couple things. I'll be right back. Okay, we're back, and a couple things I wanted to show you here about the main body part. Let's make sure we have some focus on this. Basically, when it goes together, I was kind of warned of this by a couple guys on the forum and folks. There are some seam problems. You can see it doesn't quite fit together, so part of my plan is, when I do glue this together, I'm going to you know, make sure this is all nice and filled. The other thing is, it looks like these wings or pylons, they definitely need to go in as you close it, so if I want to get it right. So I got to make sure that I let those dry first before I put them on. The other thing is this little wing on the top that goes this way on here. Basically, my plan, these little registration pins, you can kind of see them there. On here, and then I think there's one down here in the bottom, somewhere on there. There it is. Basically, what I'm going to do is, when I put it through, before I close this up, I'm going to reinforce that wing a little bit with maybe some putty or something in here, just to keep it nice and solid. And then, of course, I'll seal it on the outside. I was doing some dry fitting here, and I can tell you that some of these parts, again, they're just going to need the seams cleaned up really good. So while I wait for these to dry overnight, you know, I'm just going to kind of hang in there and take my time. I do have some busy schedule coming up the next couple of days, so I might not get back to this till the weekend, but I thought I would spend some time the last couple of nights and kind of get these sub-assemblies cut out and washed and everything and put together. So, okay, kind of an interesting note. I was reading about this ship, the Romulan bird of prey, and I found out in Star Trek 3, The Search for Spock, they were originally going to use a Romulan ship, and because the Klingons are popular, they changed them over to the Klingons. So for those of you wondering to know why there's two birds of prey in Star Trek, that's why. They ended up making a Klingon bird of prey. So a little later, I think they made up for it, because in the Next Generation, of course, they're called the Romulan warbird. So I think that's interesting. I think they kind of try to differentiate it again, but I guess an updated version of this or something was supposed to originally be in that movie, or maybe the bird of prey that we know is the Klingon bird of prey was supposed to be Romulan. Who knows? But I just read that in a Star Trek magazine not too long ago, that these were supposed to be in Star Trek 3. Okay, That's all we got for today. Just wanted to show you these pieces. Please keep the questions and subscriptions coming, and always enjoy talking to people on the forum and all that great stuff. Until next time, have a good week, and we'll talk to you soon.